please help us. He can't breathe.
I know something was in his mouth. Boom. I'm like, babe, he choking.
What's this?
This was in his throat. I tried, there was nothing I could do.
On June 25th, 2022.
What was in that container? What? Forget all that. Y'all know what I'm about to say. Every kid deserves a parent, but not every parent deserves a kid. Here we are yet again, proving that theory to be true. Cops discover horrific secret hidden in a baby's throat. Here we go. Cleveland, Ohio.
In Cleveland, Ohio, a chaotic 911 call summons paramedics to the home of an unresponsive 13-week-old infant. But when a troubling discovery is made, investigators begin to question the circumstances, raising the unsettling possibility that what happened may have been no accident.
It's okay. I bet you I'm gonna win this. Watch this.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before. At 7:37 a.m., emergency dispatchers answer a frantic plea for help.
Can y'all please help us?
Okay, excuse me, sir. What's the address of the emergency?
What?
Okay, sorry.
Can y'all please hurry?
Sir. Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know your number.
Okay, hello? Can someone tell me what happened? Hello?
Don't crazy. I'm sure it's cold.
Hello?
He can't breathe. He can't breathe. What the you mean? What happened?
I'm gonna
He's not.
Okay, can I speak to one person? Can I speak to one person?
A woman takes control of the call, finally getting vital information to the dispatcher.
Person.
Father banged on our door and we said his son stopped breathing.
Okay, can you sit down? Can you just stay on the phone so I can talk to one person so I can get this help started?
Yes.
Are you with the patient now?
Yes, we just woke
And
up.
how old is sir, ma'am?
3 months.
The dispatcher assures her that help is on the way, but with precious seconds slipping by, getting aid to the baby before paramedics arrive is critical.
Okay, listen, ma'am. I'm going to tell you how to get mouth to mouth.
Okay, go. I'm ready. Come on. Come on.
Okay, now completely cover the baby's mouth.
Yes, I got you. Go.
His mouth and nose with your mouth. Then I want you to blow 2 puffs of air into his lungs, about 1 second each, just enough to make the chest rise with each breath, okay?
Yeah.
Now, did you feel the air going in and out?
Yes.
At 7:46 a.m., paramedics finally reach the scene, 9 minutes after the call began. The 13-week-old baby is rushed to the Metro Health Hospital, but it's too late. The tragedy becomes...
That's what I didn't want to hear. I'm sitting over here hoping. I'm sitting over here praying. Just let the baby make it through. Oh my gosh, bro. I was even getting frustrated with the officers in the beginning and because they were walking and I had to calm myself down because I'm like, you don't know if this is after the fact. You don't know if the ambulance is already there. They could be going back to the house after the baby has already been sent to the hospital. You know what I mean? So don't get mad at them. But that was irritating me, the fact that they were walking. You know what I'm saying? The fact that they were walking was irritating me.
Far more disturbing when an alarming discovery is made during life-saving efforts, leading to an urgent call to police.
Hi, Janice, Social Work Metro Health Medical Center. I'm calling to notify requesting police homicide, probably, for a baby death. EMS may have already called, but just in case, I need to make sure that it was called in.
A quick check of her records finds no earlier notification to police.
Why didn't they call us? It's a 13-week-old. I'll be honest with you, I don't know the baby. I wonder why. Did EMS pick the baby up? Yeah. Now, will you guys notify homicide?
You know what? Are we calling this a violent death?
No. Well, we don't know. Undetermined. Okay.
The heartbreaking screams of the infant's parents, 18-year-old Travion Hughes Sr. and 18-year-old Asiana McEwen, can be heard in the background of the call.
Kids having kids. I know y'all was going to say it, so I go ahead and say it for you. I know y'all was going to say that. Kids having kids. It's true. 13 weeks Oh, and now these people are going back over the phone. I guess they were trying to be quiet, or nobody wants. No, get the investigators over here ASAP. Don't be quiet about nothing.
Oh, and they don't know how it happened.
Undetermined. I mean, we have speculation, but I'm going to say undetermined.
Okay, we'll get a car out there.
Okay.
All right.
Probably sooner than later. They're going.
They're who?
They're going over here.
They're going what?
They're going crazy over here.
Who's there?
Is it Mom, Dad?
Cleveland police respond urgently and make their way to the nurses' station, where hospital staff reveal the cause of their alarm and the reason homicide detectives have been requested.
What's this?
This was in his truck.
Okay. You guys suspect foul play or anything like that?
I don't think a 3-month-old's gonna willingly shove that in their mouth.
What is that?
Like a baby wipe.
A baby wipe?
Yeah, 3-month-olds are like walking early, you know? Yeah.
That's what y'all thought. That was the farthest. I thought it might have been some drugs in there. That's what I was thinking. How do you get? All right, so I'm gonna need the ladies, the moms. Where's the moms? Right? Because 13 weeks, it's 3 months, right? What is a baby doing at 3 months? Help me out. Are they able to hold their bottle yet themselves, put stuff in their mouths yet? I don't think so, right? They still rely on the parents at that age, right? Baby can't grab that, stick it in its mouth, right? Or can they? They might can. Get it? I'm trying to play this out in my head. Like, can they can definitely probably try to grip something. They can grip like your finger. So if they do get it and try to get it, that's still kind of hard though. Yeah, I'm with the nurses. That's kind of hard to do, to get. I don't know. That's gonna be an interesting conversation for y'all to have, and I want to see y'all's response.
Check out the nurse. Baby white thinks that it's suspiciously like a sticky kid on a baby white person.
Yeah.
So they have it over there. I think that it's
Yeah.
Just listening to parents. They're devastated.
the parents are actually going crazy here.
Yeah. That's metropedic.
How the blood-stained baby wipe became lodged in the infant's throat is now a question homicide detectives must work to answer. They meet with the infant's parents, as well as his brother Travier and his brother's girlfriend Cassandra, the woman who performed CPR during the 911 call.
Hi, guys. Hi. I'm Detective Loomis. Dad?
Yes.
So sorry for your loss, folks, honestly. Who was at home at the time? All of you guys? Okay.
I was at work.
You were at work? Okay.
Investigators meet with Travion and Daciana separately in an effort to understand more about what happened with their son this morning.
So, when you left for work this morning, was the baby sleeping?
No, he was up.
He was up?
But I woke up and then I checked on that. I do it every morning. I wake up and check on him because he sleeps right next to me in his bassinet. So I look on him.
He was in the bassinet next to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he was up just staring. So I picked him up and I was just holding him, kissing him, and then I had put him down and started getting ready for work.
After leaving for work, Travion was left to care for the baby. Not long after she left, the infant began to cry.
When he was crying, I made him a bottle, and he'll choke himself like he greedy. He'll be
Good
choking. You feel me?
Good eater?
So I'll be pulling it out of his mouth, get him pick him up, burp him, send him back down, let him drink again. I keep burping him because he'll keep doing it. He's premature, so I always did it constantly for him, and I set the little wipe on under his neck because when it's dripping down, you know how milk smells.
What time did he call and say the baby was choking?
I was already on the flight. Before the baby was choking and everything, I was already on the phone with him. It was around 7. I don't know the precise time because I'm a DSP. I take care of older people with disabilities. So I was taking care of him, but I had my AirPod in, so I was listening to him. We was talking and everything. He was like, okay, I'm finna step out the room real quick. He went to go step out the room, and it got quiet. I didn't hear nothing. Then he came back in the room and was like, the baby choking, the baby choking.
I know something was in his mouth. Boom. After I'm trying to go down deep into it, I'm like, babe, he choking, he choking, he choking. So I'm trying to get this out his mouth. I'm constantly doing it, but it's not working. So I'm overly panicking.
He then explains that when his efforts to
So it might be an accident. Like, he don't come off as, and that don't mean anything. You know what I mean? He just not seeming like he did this intentionally. It could actually be a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's a bad person. I know we've seen some horrific situations. You know? If they do figure it out, I would love to see how they came to that conclusion and what else did they find. They would have to find something else, but I don't know. Y'all gonna have to let me know, because this is a head scratcher.
Remove the obstruction weren't working. He ran to get help from Trevier and Cassandra.
My big brother grabbed him, rushed to the kitchen, set him down on the countertop in the kitchen, doing this. You feel me? We see nothing. What we doing is working, so we called the ambulance.
Who calls 911?
His lady, his girl, my sister. I call her my sister. Yeah. She calling the ambulance, telling them to rush here, like, please hurry up. Please, can y'all hurry? Rush, please, can you feel me? Then y'all was taking like over 20, 30 minutes, so we just waited. It's still sitting here, and he's constantly, you feel me, like getting this little move, and I see it's not in his throat no more. It felt like it was lodged right here. When I was trying to go in here to his neck to get it out, he closing his mouth. He don't want me in his, like, you feel me, like he don't want me in his mouth. He closing it. You feel me? And that's what's made me hard for me to go in there, because my hands are so thick.
Well, you can feel it in there. You just couldn't get a grab on it.
Just get on it. You feel me? Because it was too slippery.
Did he say anything else?
Jesus Christ. Jeez. And this is why, again, we always talk about it and say it, bro. Please take them CPR classes. Because when a baby is choking, they teach you, lay him over your hand, into your palm. You know what I mean? Your hands is like, and you doing them hard back slaps. Hard back slaps. It's going to be uncomfortable for you. Uncomfortable. But you got to get it done. You know what I'm saying? To get that lodged out of their throat. Whatever it is. It's them hard back slaps, bro. And you putting that palm into that back and you beating it. Like, you know, and I didn't hear them say they were doing that. That just gave me the chills too, man. You know, that should be a requirement class soon as you have a baby. You should have to take that.
No, when I got to the house, I'm like, what happened? Well, how did he choke? And then he was like, was wiping him down, the milk and stuff off him. He set the wipe next to him and walked out the room. And when he came back, the wipe was inside the baby's throat.
Did you see it?
He said he was trying to pull it out, but he couldn't. His hands was too big.
Back at the house, officers monitor the property, which has now been secured as a crime scene. Investigators arrive on site and begin discussing the details of the case.
Once we got there, the nurses and the doctors showed, did you see the projectile? The little baby light that was in its throat. Yeah.
How does a 3-month-old do that?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
It was a pretty big one.
When they learn Cassandra's 2 children also live in the home, some officers begin to speculate, unconvinced that what happened was merely an accident.
Something happens there. Next to just grab that thing itself and shut it down its throat.
Anybody with a 3-month-old, please step to the front of the congregation. What things are your 3-month-old doing? Can they grab something? Can they put it in their mouth? You know what I mean? We need people who have a 3-month-old right now currently. Tell us what sign. I know every 3 months is not the same, but we're just trying to get a general idea as to what a 3-month can do. Can they grab something? Can they shove it in their mouth? Can they grip something in that? You know what I mean? Let's hear from y'all.
maybe the kid was crying and like the kid just, the mom was being, wasn't going and soothing the child, so the kid just like, I can't sleep, so I'm just gonna shut it up, you know? One of the other kids goes in there and just shuts it down in there.
However, Cassandra tells investigators her 2 children weren't home, and the only child in the house was the 3-month-old, who had been sleeping in a bassinet next to his mother until she left for work. Investigators pose a critical question to the parents.
Has your baby picked stuff up before and tried to eat it?
Yeah. He's a advanced baby. He knows how to hold his own bottle. Like, he when you try to pour the bottle away from him, he like reaches to grab it back. He'll pick it back up and put it back in his mouth.
Okay. Does he ever put anything else in his mouth though besides the bottle?
Anything he grabs.
You're saying that he's picked up stuff, put stuff in his mouth before. Do you remember anything specific he's ever put in his mouth besides the bottle? Think he's ever picked something up?
Candy, cookies, anything. Like it
he'll
don't
grab
matter
it,
what it is, he'll put it in his mouth. Yeah. It don't matter. Like I don't mind explaining. Like the sock, he'll do anything.
Okay.
Literally, anything he sees,
If
in
it's
school,
in,
he'll even suck on your.
within reach, he'll grab it and try to put it in
He'll
his
even
mouth.
suck
So
on
he
your.
can do this pretty well. He can reach around and he can grab stuff.
Yeah. And he'll even suck on you, like no hump, like that sound look gay, but no hump. He'll even suck on your nose, type.
Yeah, bro.
You think it's food?
Yeah.
Paramedics quickly arrived after the 911 call was placed, but once on scene, they said they were not notified that the 13-week-old boy had an obstruction in his throat by anyone at the scene, including Travion, his brother Travier, or Cassandra.
Did you tell them that thing went down his throat?
Yeah, they knew about all that. They knew everything. No, yeah, we told them that too, but I'm talking about my brother and sister. They knew too, and they was trying to help.
Did they
back
tell them
there.
that on the phone?
I don't know. Like, sir, the man when this was going on, I was
I mean, we'll get a
too
tape.
busy raging, crying, jumping there where I
Panicking.
Travion insists the infant was still breathing when paramedics arrived.
They told me they was able to get out, like he was still moving. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you can move. You still have some air in your body, like oxygen in your blood a little bit. So it could have been like a
So you don't think
solitary.
they killed my baby?
Oh no, they'll contact you
Okay.
when the funeral home can come pick him up.
The medical examiner's office would later determine the infant's cause of death to be asphyxia by choking. Doubt still lingers over how it got in the infant's mouth, as well as why paramedics weren't informed of the obstruction. This brings both Cassandra and Travion back for an interrogation, where investigators seek to find the truth.
When he came to the door, what did he say to you?
He said that the baby's choking, help.
Okay. Did he say what he was choking on?
A wipe.
Did he actually tell you that at that
Yes.
point in time?
Yes, he said that he was choking on a wipe. But we didn't see anything. We didn't see the wipe. I'm looking, like, my biggest thing was call 911. I know we needed to start compression.
Sure.
His mouth was so small, so that as I'm on the phone 911, I took the step back, like you said, I'm doing the CPR, the compressions and everything, and it seemed like he, I thought was getting air and keep going because he didn't, and then there was nothing.
The question came up during the 911 call as the dispatcher attempted to guide her through performing CPR.
Okay, kneel next to the baby and look in his mouth for food or vomit. Is there anything in his mouth? No.
At the house when we talked, you didn't mention the word baby wipe to me at all.
Yes, I did.
Well, yeah, you didn't. We were recorded.
Okay.
On the 911 call, nobody mentioned baby wipe. When the EMTs got there, nobody mentioned baby wipe.
However, at the very start of the 911 call, a male's voice can be heard shouting that something was in the infant's mouth.
EMS, what's the address of the emergency?
How the f*** is he turning blue? How did he get it in his mouth? Come on!
Still, paramedics said,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I could be wrong. And I do feel like this is an accident. I honestly do, bro. And it is what it is. If y'all don't agree, I catch flag for it. I just don't feel, and that's all I could go off of what I'm seeing, what I'm feeling. And I'm just not getting that. But I feel like this might have been an accident. He made a mistake, bro. Honestly, is what I'm feeling.
they were never informed when they arrived.
He told me and us 1,000 times that he was choking on a baby.
He told you. How come no one told 911 that?
So it was never said on the 911, like, or I want to hear it because I know that they were screaming that he was choking on a baby
Nobody
wipe.
mentioned it to the EMTs. Don't you think when a paramedic gets there that someone should say he has a baby wipe in his mouth?
Do you understand if you would have been there and all the screaming
I
going
heard.
on? I literally was trying to get to the fucking baby. So if you heard, I'm like, compressions,
Right.
counting.
Right. I heard that.
I tried to save that baby. There was nothing
I know.
I could
There's
do.
nothing you could have done. There's nothing. There's nothing anyone could have done.
When investigators bring up something she said back at the crime scene, it leads to frustration from Cassandra.
What was the blood that you talked about seeing? Where was the blood at?
I didn't see any blood. I never said that. You do it? No, I did not.
During their initial walkthrough of the crime scene, Cassandra mentioned what she was told by Travion.
He said that he changed his diaper, was washing, like wiped him up and everything, and that he had just like a little scratch or something on his neck from cutting himself, and then one like on the side of his mouth. And he said he went to like wipe up just the blood and everything, and he said he walked away just for a couple of seconds, and this is the outcome of that. I never said I.
Whoa. Okay. Now, up until that point, I ain't have nothing to go with. But we clearly heard it was milk on the baby's chin. You know how it happens. And he said, I can't say verbatim what he said, but he was like, you know how it is when babies drinking something and they get the milk under their neck and stuff like that. It stinks. That is true. I can remember that. You got to keep them clean or they get up in them creases and crevices. You got a little chubby little baby. You know, they like to eat and get a little chubby. And they get up and it'll stink. So you want to keep them wipes, keep them clean, wash them up, do different things. Now they're saying he was cut. That's new. We just now hearing that. So
You said you saw him wiping blood off.
No, I didn't say I saw. I said he. Stop. Don't do that. Because in a second, please come on. No.
You might have meant
Okay,
that.
okay.
That's what you said.
Okay. Don't do that. He told me because I feel like you're attacking me. Because I'm telling you
I've
that
known
this
you
is
for how long?
literally
How long have you known
the
me
most
for?
a long time, and I feel like you keep trying to tell me what I'm saying, and I'm telling you what I'm saying.
Getting nowhere with Cassandra, investigators wrap up the interview, hoping Travion might provide the clarity she didn't. He's left alone for a few moments, where he entertains himself while waiting for investigators.
This is how we do. This is how we do. I'm sure the camera's still in there. Yes, it is.
Detectives sit down with Travion once again, but his interview begins with less cooperation than the first and quickly hits a wall.
I know it sucks, but we got to kind of figure out what happened. Because we got a bunch of questions, okay? So, but before we ask the questions, we're gonna give you your Miranda warnings, okay?
I know, but I'm not speaking without my lawyer.
Okay, well, that's fine. Then we're gonna place you under arrest for murder of the baby,
What?
based on the evidence that we have.
This ain't no evidence. This ain't like that.
Okay. Stand up and put your hands on.
Why am I getting arrested for? I'm not. Ain't no
Stuff in
murder.
the rag gun, your baby's.
Why ain't stuff no rag behind, bro? What, bro? What? That's
We're
not.
gonna give you an opportunity to explain how that rag got up in the baby's throat.
Bro, what?
But you don't want to do that, so you just didn't have a seat. We've talked to doctors, we've talked to the medical examiner, we've talked to
We're doing
Shield.
everything, yes.
Yeah,
We're
right.
doing all that, yes.
Okay,
I understand
We've
everything
done
you're
all
saying, yes.
and every single one of those people tell us that there's no way that a 13-week-old baby picked up a
This
rag,
is my son.
balled it up, and put it
Hey,
in
it
his
wasn't.
mouth.
I know he ain't. Oh
I'm not
my
asking any
God.
questions. All right?
Just as the detective makes his exit, his passing comment strikes a nerve.
Good luck. All right, good luck.
So, officer, come here. Come sit. Come. Now, what you saying? Good luck for?
I said, good luck with your defense, with your case.
Okay. Okay.
All right? And I mean that. I hope that you can pull it off.
Pull what off, officer?
Getting
Like
out of
this
these
the last
charges.
something.
Getting out of these charges.
But you saying pull it off like it's the last something, officer?
You said very, very clearly that you tried to pull that rag out of that baby's mouth.
They don't got no. When I went in the room, my baby mom was on the phone the whole
I
time.
don't want to talk to you.
Once the detective leaves, Travion waits on his own with nothing but his thoughts.
Boy, what the? Do I look like some sick individual to any of y'all? It's okay. I bet you I'm gonna win this. Watch this. Getting justice for my son. Arresting an innocent boy. Murder. What? You sick white people. Boy, I swear to God, I hate racist people. Boy, they so racist. Now, if I was white people could be so cruel. Boy, what the?
Officers return and arrest 18-year-old Travion Hughes Sr., who was later charged with murder, involuntary manslaughter, and 2 counts of endangering children. He entered a plea of not guilty on July 28, 2022, choosing to present his defense at trial. According to news reports, while awaiting trial, Travion and Asiana welcomed another child, whose young voice can be heard in a call between the 2 parents from jail.
Hey, baby.
Hey, Dada.
Hey, Miracle.
Hey, Daddy.
Hey, Daddy, baby.
Daddy. Stop abusing me.
My baby.
Bro, I so hope that, because this could be one of those cases where they could have possibly got it wrong, man. I don't know why I feel this way. You know what I mean? And we do have conflicting stories and everything. This could be one of those incidences where they possibly got it wrong and the man is sitting in jail. Don't get me wrong, you'll get charged for what child endangerment, stuff like that. You were gonna catch some type of charge. But blatant murder, you gotta be sure. So I hope they sure on this one. I don't know, bro. This has been the one of the hardest cases. Normally, it's just blatant. It's just obvious. It's just completely obvious. And I know people are gonna say and give pushback and say, "Well, the balled up, bloody baby wipe in the throat just should be a dick." I can't help what I'm feeling, and I don't know if they got it right. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know with this one, bro. This is scary, especially if he didn't do it, fam.
Babe, let her hit you. What the hell? Don't let her cry.
Let her hit me. Let her hit you.
I am.
Don't like no baby.
She can hit me all the she want to hit. She can,
Make you feel away from Granny.
my baby can slap me if she wants to.
Bye-bye, Dada.
During Travion's trial, which began on May 22, 2024, Asiana testified that she was on FaceTime with Travion at the time of the incident and that she saw him pick up the baby and run out of the room after screaming that he was choking. Tests of the baby wipe revealed the infant's DNA was present, but there was no trace of Travion's. However, while both parents told investigators the infant would regularly grab things and put them in his mouth, a forensic pathologist with the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office testified that a 13-week-old doesn't have the dexterity and ability to force a wipe to the back of their throat, arguing it had to have been placed there intentionally. Ultimately, the jury found Travion guilty. The baby's mother defended Travion during a court hearing, telling the judge he was making a mistake. Travion was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 15 years. An appeal was later filed, arguing that there wasn't enough evidence to prove Travion forced a baby wipe down his son's throat. The appeals court rejected the claims and upheld his conviction. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep...
I ain't gonna lie, I don't do this too often, but I gotta go to the comment section and see what a lot of people are saying. I just want to know if people feel the same way I feel. Somebody said, I already know this is gonna piss me off. Saying no homo, referring to that was crazy. Ever notice how people who shouldn't have kids have the most kids? If my child died, I wouldn't be able to talk. Are you kidding me? These parents have no empathy whatsoever. No homo, that's a baby. You feel me? Nah, bro, not one bit. I don't care who you are and what you say. I've never ever seen a baby swallow a whole wipe. I get it, fam. I get it. So when I said that girl was absolutely trying to help and answer their questions, I'd be getting irritated too. Yeah, like she seemed genuine. Like I think she really tried to help. I never got no bad vibes from her anyway. Singing "This Is How We Do It" was crazy. Him sitting in the room, like I would still be distraught. Bro neglected his child's life and blamed it on racism, insanity. So I guess everybody's with the police. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. As somebody said, I haven't commented on a YouTube video in years, but for some reason, I feel genuinely compelled to do so on this one. As an empath, I feel no evil from the parents. Incompetence, parents wise. That I feel it's tough. It's tough. She feels the same way I do. I feel no evil from these parents. Incompetence, parenting wise, absolutely could be argued. But malice, no. If a baby is known to put things in their mouth, they should never be left alone. True. We all agree with that. With items that could choke on. That he may be guilty of. But no bone in my body believes this man shoved a baby wipe down this infant's throat. That the mother was complicit in any way, or even that any of the family involved was trying to inhabit the rescue of that baby. Over-analysis of people's reaction when they experience a traumatic situation is a huge problem with the justice system as a whole, as well as non-consideration of of other cultures. Not everyone will react the same way. True indeed. Not everyone will feel the same way. Not all people are even necessarily likable by your standards, but that doesn't give you the comment section the right to dictate the lack of innocence with no ground. These comments tearing this family apart for lack of remorse of all things is sickening. Of course, on a video as controversial as this is. Let me look at the responses to her. This is the comment I was looking for, somebody said. Yes. You know, that's the kind of how I felt about it too. I think it's purely an incompetence issue, and I don't feel like it's just intentionally murdered the baby. Yo. So this is a tough one, man. And God only knows what actually happened. But I would hate for him to be serving life for being basically incompetent and making a mistake, a horrible mistake, you know? If he did it, then yes, he should get life. No question. I don't think y'all would question that. I would say that for sure. But if he didn't, man, that's tough. That's a tough. This is tough, man. This is scary. Y'all let me know what you think, man, and y'all be safe out there.